There's a look at a couple of bike cops and the Eaton Center. And hello, it is Monday, September 18th. The time is 1:45 p.m. and the temperature is around 20 degrees Celsius. And I'm here where else but Dundas Square. And for this one, I'll be going for a walk through the university formerly known as Ryerson, and that's the Toronto Metropolitan University campus, which is located just to the north of Dundas Street East. So I'm going to start by heading up Yonge Street to where the Student Learning Center is, and then I'll walk along Gould Street. Last week I did a walk through the University of Toronto St. George campus, and I actually just went through part of St. George campus as part of a live stream I just recorded. And I finished up here at Dundas Square. And TMU is one of three major universities in the city of Toronto. There's U of T, of course, TMU, and to the north, the school that I went to, that is York University. And I think TMU is perhaps the best located of all of them. There's a 505 Dundas streetcar. And it's a scramble crossing. So I could enter the campus just to the east there and head north where Victoria Street is. But as mentioned, we're going to head up to the Student Learning Center. I think there's a little under 50,000 students at TMU. And the campus is located roughly between Yonge Street to the west, Jarvis Street to the east, Dundas Street to the south, and Gerrard to the north, although it does have a few buildings outside of those boundaries. For instance, there's some lecture halls to the right at Dundas Street, down by Dundas and Bay. That's part of the business school. I think the Ted Rogers School of Management. But most of the campus is located just in on the right. There's this World Food Market, which I'm sure is pretty popular with students. And there is the Sheldon and Tracy Levy Student Learning Center. As an ambulance rolls by. And this is located on the site where the iconic Sam the Record Man used to be. And that opened up in 2015. Now we're going to go head through the heart of the campus. Mexi Burrito Corner, churros, Korean hot dogs, tacos, ramen and gringas, exotic burger, novelty ID cards. There used to be a few places on Yonge Street right around the corner from here where you could go get some not so authentic fake ID cards. Welcome to orientation. You belong here. I don't think that's directed at me. Oh, we're definitely going to get hit with a music copyright here. And that is the Nelson Mandela walkway, and that connects up to Gerrard Street. We'll be passing through there later. And there's a pond here on the right that turns into an ice skating rink in wintertime. All right, I'm going to continue along Gould Street. This won't be the most extensive campus tour or knowledgeable one. But it'll give a good idea as to what things are like on campus.
I don't know, he said new spot. Looking for 90. They said it's 5,000 minimum.
There used to be a statue of Egerton Ryerson, who the school was originally named after. Somewhere on the north side of the street here. That was taken down, and the school was rebranded as TMU. There was some controversy surrounding its original namesake. And this is considered one of the best places to eat on campus, the Oakham Cafe. And that's the Oakham House. There's a lot more of those beautiful old buildings on U of T's campus. And this is Church Street. And there is the Rogers Communications Center at the Creative School. So I'm going to cut through that courtyard over there. And then I'll head up north to Gerrard Street. And the school opened back in 1948 as the Ryerson Institute of Technology. It became the Ryerson Polytechnical School in 1966. And Ryerson Polytechnical University in 2001, although it officially got university status back in 1993. And it took on the new name in 2022. It's a good crowd of people at this intersection. That over there is the George Very Engineering and Computing Center. I wonder if that's the same Very Hall at York University was named after. The athletic team name used to be the Rams, so they were called the Ryerson Rams. But when they rebranded to TMU, they changed their name to the Bold. Which personally I think sounds kind of stupid. Hey, we are the Ryerson, or I guess the TMU Bold. Although they're not really known for their sports programs here. TMU University. There's a look at the campus. So we started here at Dundas Square. I walked up to the Student Learning Center and then along Gould Street. Now we are here. I'm gonna come up to Gerrard and maybe come down here. I don't know, we'll figure it out. Made of grit. It's an interesting slogan. So there's over 60 undergrad programs here, including 6 undergrad faculties, and they are the Faculty of Arts, the Faculty of Community Services, the Creative School, the Faculty of Engineering and Architectural Sciences, the Faculty of Science, and the Business School, the Ted Rogers School of Management. I applied to Ryerson and was accepted, but I ended up accepting my offer to go to York University. And hey, look, it's Mutual Street. I did a walk down Mutual Street last week. There's Pittman Hall. But when I get to Gerrard Street up here, I'll make a left. Back when I was in high school, we referred to Ryerson as Rye High. But we weren't so kind to the school I went to. They'd say if you can use a fork, you could go to York. Pretty much every school had a saying like that. This is Gerrard, the north end of the campus. There's the Sally Horsfall Center for Studies in Community Health. In addition to the 3 major universities, there's countless colleges in Toronto, many which now offer university degrees, and many of which are partnered with major universities. And there's a look east along Gerrard. And if I could go back and do it all again, I probably would go to Ryerson instead of York. I just really like this campus location better. In fact, City Nerd did a video of the most urban university campuses in North America, and he put U of T at number 2. But really, I think U of T should have been number 3, and Ryerson should have been number 2. It's certainly a very urban campus. On that corner there at Church and Gerrard used to be a Starbucks. Then another cafe opened there and they closed down. And it looks like a pizza joint is opening up. Let's look north up Church Street. And where the old Ontario College of Pharmacy is, in a building dating back to 1871. Trying to read the sign on the building, is now the Center for Urban Innovation. So there's a few campus buildings dotting the north side of Gerrard here. All right, let's cut through Kerr Hall North here. This, in my opinion, is the nicest part of campus. I wonder if they're gonna change the wording on that bench. There's this nice courtyard with a circular walkway going around it. There is Kerr Hall East. And that is the entrance to the Recreation and Athletic Center. They've incorporated the facade of that old building into it. That sign there is new. Originally the Toronto Normal and Model School, the central facade has been left standing to commemorate the long and close association of St. James Square with education in the province of Ontario. So that facade dates back to 1851. There were rumors when Ryerson was being rebranded that the University of Toronto might take it over. I think it's for the best that that didn't happen. And it's back to a very busy Gould Street. I'm going to head south down Bond Street to Dundas. The Heidelberg Center School of Graphic Communications Management.
It's obviously competitive.
The First Evangelical Lutheran Church. As I trip over my words, there's an Orthodox church right across the street. There's the Bond Place Hotel. I've never known anyone who stayed there. Something smells really good. Might be that Burrito Boys. And this is Dundas Street East. And this block on the right is endangered. There's a redevelopment proposal for it, which would spell the end of the long-standing and local favorite Imperial Pub here. Which also features a pretty neat rooftop patio right there. And there is Dundas Square. And here's Victoria Street. There's a public health center on the right, and earlier today there were a number of paramedics and police officers here. And a big crowd was gathered around them, but I think that's actually a pretty common sight. Seems as if every time I walk through here, there's police cars and an ambulance right at this part of campus, but I've lucked out at the present time. I also think that might be a safe injection site, if I'm not mistaken. It's interesting to have that nestled so close to the campus. And we're right right at the south end of Devonian Pond, which turns into an ice skating facility in the winter. On the right is the G. Raymond Chang School of Continuing Education. And we are back to Gould Street. Look over towards Yonge.
Typically when you finish your program.
The University Library is in that building there on the left.
That's it. We're done.
Okay, pick
We're done.
one.
We're done. How about you show me that?
Until the Student Learning Center was built, I think this rather hideous building was sort of the most recognizable building on campus. It had a big RU badge in the corner of it, looking like it's straight out of a 1970s office park. So as mentioned earlier, this is dubbed the Nelson Mandela Walkway.
The other day, right?
Yeah.
And we are back at Gerrard Street. And the St. James Hotel there was closed last time I looked it up. I wonder if they've reopened. So I'm going to head over to Yonge and then north up to College Station. There's the Covenant House across the street. They do a lot of excellent work with youths in need in the city. On the left is a very exciting skyscraper project going up, Concord Sky. Although it did lead to the demise of a local favorite, a pizza restaurant right on the corner called The Big Slice. Used to be right here on the left. There used to be a really popular bar across the street called the Elephant and Castle, but they unfortunately went under. And it turned into a cannabis retailer, but now it appears to be vacant again. Is in that building right across the street. They have another location of the Elephant and Castle down at King and Simcoe. And I think that building is up for a redevelopment, unfortunately. And there's a look up at Aura, which is for now the tallest residential building in Toronto, but there's a few more, several more actually going up that will be much taller. So it'll lose that title next year. There's a 76-story tower proposed for this block here. And there's where Concord Sky will be going up. That was originally in the hands of another developer who went under, and Concord stepped in and took over the project. If I'm not mistaken, there used to be a place called Lindy's Steakhouse here on the right. I remember going to as a kid back in the late 80s. I think Boston Pizza closed. Maybe places are pulling out, knowing that the building is doomed. And there's College Park across the street. A lot of interesting sights here on Yonge Street. I'm just gonna walk up to College, and then we'll pop into College Station. There's a lot of cops on bikes in the area. It's probably the best way to patrol it. Certainly an interesting slice of downtown around the campus. Well, this is Carlton Street to the right, and to the left of Yonge Street is College Street. And the smell of something not so pleasant is in the air. Ever seen someone sweep up shoes before?
Yeah, they're lifting and I don't think anybody will come.
Yeah.
Shoes though.
They don't look that ratty, eh?
Yeah.
But I guess you don't want to touch them.
Yeah.
I don't blame you. The things you see. As I swipe in or tap in with my phone, I'm so grateful they added that feature. Oh, there's a big crowd here. Next train in 4 minutes, so on that note, I hope you enjoyed this one, walking around the Toronto Metropolitan University campus. Let me know your thoughts and comments down below. If you wish to support the channel, there's links to my Patreon and YouTube channel membership down in the description. We'll let this train roll out. I have an Instagram account at Johnny Strides, and there is a super thanks button appearing below the video if you wish to say thanks that way. Anywho, thank you for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Yoink!